Like a chair shot from Balls Mahoney, we are the Backstage Jabronis, smashing into your week as only we can. He's Daniel Snyder. I'm Jeremy York. We are the tag team champions of all things WWE media, and we are here to talk a lot of things, including there's one left.
One last
But
time.
before we get into that, how are you, bud?
Always good. Always good. I'm not gonna be able to watch it live unless we're
I was
dead
thinking
at
that
work.
earlier. I was like, you're not going to be able to see it live.
I'm not. But I might. I might. We'll just see how it's looking at that time. But I'll probably watch it on
I
my way
mean,
home or as I'm doing the work.
I won't do it personally because it would be illegal and I do not want to go to jail. But I mean, maybe somebody could come by and pull the fire alarm and then you could watch it because you'll be outside, explaining to the police that somebody just pulled it and everything's fine
Like,
and
I
they should
don't know
come in
what
for some
happened.
nachos and wings.
The wings were too hot. They got the
Yeah.
slow burns. They said this is fire.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, I got a plan.
Get
Maybe I'm
somebody to
dressed
come
as a
by here.
fireman and I come by and I start showing you on the phone like, yeah, sir, as we go over the security protocols and they're on match number 2. And we got to watch this thing.
But before we get into this weekend's final
Yeah,
match, final time.
yeah.
We've seen over the past week, 2 weeks, which mean you discussed two different masked figures. And
And I haven't seen this week. There might be a third, but I mean, I didn't see it yet. So,
oh, you didn't see Monday?
well, no. I did see Raw. Yes, I did. I saw Raw.
Okay. And maybe tonight on SmackDown, there might be a third. But I
Yeah,
feel like the two that discussed who they are would both fit in perfect with the vision. Um,
yeah. I'm okay if it's both of them.
yes, me too. Me too. I think
Just
and,
let's
and
throw
they
this
don't
out.
need to go in there as a tag team. They need to go in there as two
No,
individuals.
I want to
Let
keep
them
that
both
as
shine.
individuals because there is no technical team in that entire thing, and I want to keep it that way. That way, it's like the NWO. You can mix and match members at any time.
You have your Hall and Nash type tag team of Bronson and Braun, who do tag team sometimes, and that was strictly because they had to. There was nobody else, but
Yeah,
they are stars on their own. The two that we have discussed has been, of course, Austin Theory and Montez Ford, who I've mentioned before was my favorite of the group. Anyway, you're an Angelo Dawkins guy. I'm a Ford guy. I also like
if I had to
Mustangs.
pick, yes,
So
but that tag team had to grow on me because to start with, I didn't get it. I thought they were a knockoff of somebody in AEW. Turns out they're both just really good tag teams. But yeah, if I had to pick, it's probably 60-40. I like Dawkins better.
does this week do we get or like Friday or Monday do we get Angelo Dawkins under the hat under the mask and an actual tag team join Vision? Austin Theory and that tag team actually join? Or is this the push for what Montez needs to be a super? I feel like he's one of the gifted wrestlers. It just hasn't had opportunity to shine by himself. And they teased for a second um, when him and Dawkins were having their issues, but they went nowhere with it.
Right.
Same, it was the same thing with Kofi and Xavier. They did it for a second and then just went nowhere with it.
Well, no,
So
when they did it with Coffee and Xavier Woods is when they went off on Big E that one time, and one of the saddest things I've ever seen on Monday Night Raw, and then they become the evil tag team that they are now.
yeah, I don't know. But I think it's interesting. I like what they're doing. It almost takes me back to the TNA days of Aces and Eights. Is that what it
Which
was?
by far is one of my favorite monster factions.
They did.
I thought
It
they
started.
like
It
what
started
they did
great.
with Aces and Eights is what Bullet Club did on a more global level. Like Aces and Eights had it figured out the way to do the invasion angle, and you can say the NWO gave them the blueprint for it, and they did. And the NWO did something completely different with it. Aces and Eights were like straight up like you had to keep your head on a swivel Anytime
And
you
you
went to an
never knew.
event, you're like, man, they could be anywhere.
Yeah, and you never knew who it was going to be next.
No.
It was very interesting. And that's kind of neat because TNA is now technically kind of a part of WWE.
Although
They
I
are an
heard they may be
extension.
done thanks to the new TV deal.
What you mean?
TNA just got a new TNA got a new TV deal. They're going to be on AMC every week now, starting January 26th or January 15th, I think.
I,
And
I think their connection with
and
WWE
the
might
the
have helped that.
merger with Netflix buying out Warner Brothers, I think, had something to do with that too. So AEW is going to be mixed in there too. And I had heard that it may affect TNA NXT.
Well, I kind of feel like WWE being affiliated with TNA kind of helped TNA get that.
Yeah. Oh, it absolutely did. They went to the table with them.
So we see Braun is showing more and more that he is a main event guy. He's been talking more and more. He's been out there just these last two Mondays, he's been very impressive.
Man, he is starting to talk more and more like his uncle. And
Yes, he
it
is.
is the most hilariously, almost embarrassing things I have ever heard in my life. The things he is saying, and I was like, if it was anybody else other than Seth, Becky, CM Punk, and AJ Lee, I feel if it would have been like Triple H, Stephanie, same boat. If it was anybody other than those six, I feel like he would get suspended and he would have to tone it down and do all these things here. But when he's saying these things, I bet those six people are dying laughing behind the
I
curtain
wouldn't be
because
surprised if Punk team right it. He's like, hey, say something about Jay Lee, how you'll take her
yeah,
from me.
because what tells me that not everybody knows what he's going to say are the reactions of the people standing right behind him. Those are
Yeah,
genuine reactions when you
Logan's
see
my
because
favorite.
you see Logan doing this and Bronson's like looking around this way and you see Paul is going this and then you see him go
And Logan's
like
like,
he's looking at Logan like holy crap that's something like you say did you hear that and Logan's
yeah,
like can you say
yeah,
that
it's getting good. It's getting good. So I'm digging
and
Bronson. I
spiking the
mean,
microphone and Logan catching it and saying damn. I was like that they
Bron
couldn't have planned it any better, and it was not planned at all.
Breaker is starting to become like he's becoming a glorified heel, a superstar.
You know, I had said I thought Dom was ahead of him. He's caught up really quickly because turns out he's really good at running his mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so I guess that's pretty much. I don't know if anything really happened on SmackDown that kind of stood out.
Um,
I mean, because
let me look.
we got this whole Saturday night to talk about here. Um,
There was something I was gonna say. What? Looks like Drew's gonna be reinstated. I mean, thanks to Cody. Um,
I do have something,
okay.
not from SmackDown, but from Raw. I feel as
Hold on.
if
Let me make sure.
okay,
I don't see. Oh no, if Braun is doing promo of the night for Raw the time, promo of the night for SmackDown is Aleister
Solo.
Black and Zelina.
I was about to say Solo's been out there doing it too.
Well, I get okay. That's one A, one B then, because Solo has been crushing it ever since the tournament that he went further than he was supposed to in. But I thought he put himself on another level.
Yeah. And yeah, Alice and Zelina are they. I mean, it's great that they're married too, so that's that natural chemistry.
Yep. But all right, what you got on Raw?
Oh, I'm wondering if they're trying to write LA Knight out for something, like if he needs surgery for something, or if they're just wanting to give him some time off because that attack at the end of the show is a he won't be around for a couple weeks type of attack. Maybe he's getting the rest of the year off
Mm-hmm.
and just come back for the
It's like I said, I don't read dirt sheets, that kind of stuff,
um,
but I've heard some things too that I don't know how familiar you are with the Monopoly game board. You know, when you first start out, you got the little purple, the like first and fourth space or something like that, the little purple ones. But in between that, like the third space is like the tax assessors or the tax or income tax or
Luxury
whatever.
tax.
Yeah. So you know how you first start out and you see that space and you're like, well, dang it, what am I going to do? You got to look further into the story arc. What I've heard is that LA Knight's thing, the reason why he's dropping these matches and he lost to Gunther and he, you know, the way he's been losing here lately and been on the downside of the beatdowns is because there's a bigger story to this, and that needs to happen for these things to happen. So he's supposed to play very highly in the 2026 plans. I don't know what that means. My guess is that maybe we see him on that slightly higher level. Maybe he
I
wins
hope.
something.
I want to see a title on that man that has the world behind it.
Absolutely.
But he got beat down pretty good by Logan and Bronson. That squash off the top of whatever he was standing on and LA was on a car was crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna, like I said, I feel like he's gonna be out until either that day that Braun Breaker goes for the title. I feel like he won't be
That's
back till then. That's
January
January the 5th
4th,
or
5th,
5th or
one
6th
of them.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might be having just the rest. Is what is it? Is it a Monday?
Yeah, yeah. It's a Monday night, or
It's
it's
the
either
fifth
a
then.
Saturday night
Yeah,
or
it's
a
Monday Night
Monday. It's
Raw.
one. Okay,
It's Monday Night Raw.
but it's the first one of the
And
year, so it's like a big event.
he might be having the rest of the year off. He might say, "Hey, can I get the rest of the year off?" And they say, "Yeah, we'll get rid of you for a couple of weeks." I mean, we are 2 weeks away from Christmas, believe it or not.
That we are almost exact.
Yeah, it's wild.
Uh,
Um,
12 days now or 13?
13, I
13.
think.
Well, who's counting?
So you told me that you had heard that Cena and Gunther would be starting that Saturday night's main event.
Yes, everything I have heard has said that that is the opener, and I want you to repeat the question you had when I said that.
Why was it that? Or
Yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah.
thought
Because
it
you're
was
like,
like the time. They want to make sure that the time that it doesn't get interrupted. But yeah, I was like, I wonder why they're having it open. And I thought it was because for a time thing, but you had a different reason.
I mean, that's plausible. That's probably more than likely what it is to give them all the time they want. So if they want to wrestle for an hour and 58 minutes, well, the other three matches are going to be about 3 seconds long. You know, it is what it is. But
Found this sitting in the floor.
it's good to know
It's
who's in
interesting,
control of this. But
right?
but I tend to think it's because we're not going to see Cena just once during this show.
I
Why
can see that
not?
because he didn't say.
Right.
Yeah,
So
because
I threw out the wild thing that, you know, what if he comes out at the end to thank everybody and hey, thanks everybody, you know, thanks everybody, appreciate everybody coming out. And then like I don't think this will happen, but let's just throw it out. Let's say then Brock Lesnar comes down and buries him underneath, let's see him move, you know, underneath the concrete over here somewhere or something like that. You know, just some way to send him off or some weird goofy thing where you're like, well, he's got to come back to avenge that, right? And you're like, no, he doesn't. He's done. I mean, I feel like he's going to play somewhere into other parts of the show, if not just the end. Maybe that's what it is. If he doesn't want to, you know, do his match and then be all hot, sweaty, out of breath, and try to do some going away farewell speech. Maybe he actually wants to like be able to come out and say what he wants to say, or I don't know, maybe he wants to come flip heel on Cody one last time. I mean, it could happen.
Well, how about this? Remember, this has all been about Cena wanting to push everybody else, and he says, "Let me open so that this
Yeah.
new generation can close."
Yeah. Good luck trying to follow that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm interested. I think the match that ends it will be Cody versus Oba,
I agree.
and so I believe the match that follows this one will be Bailey versus Soul. But let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about the match that opens it,
Mm,
and then we'll move on to that.
I was thinking that all along that it could be the second one. They could semi bury that match there, but what if they flip it? What if that's the third match?
And have the tag match as the second.
Because the tag
I
match is
mean,
strong enough to follow that.
yeah, yeah. Either way. I mean, this is so. Who do you got in Cena versus Gunther? I'm saying Cena goes out with a W.
Almost hurts me to say it. I think Gunther retires two people.
Who's the other?
He's already retired Goldberg,
Oh,
so
um.
Cena would be number two.
So
I would love Cena to go out with a W, and it wouldn't hurt Gunther that much. But if Gunther is the one, I mean, look at the Legend Killer. How many legends were killed by Randy Orton, and it built this ridiculous legacy that nobody will ever be that again. There's only one Undertaker. There's only one RKO. That's it. So if Gunther retires Goldberg and John Cena, arguably Goldberg the face of WCW, John Cena arguably the face of WWE, that puts him on a whole nother level that even Brock Lesnar's not on.
I've got something bigger than that. If Gunther beats John Cena, it will be by Cena giving up something he said he. I don't think Cena's
Never
ever
give up.
tapped out. Has Cena ever tapped out?
No, I don't
He's
think so.
never gave up. Will he give up in his final match?
And will it be to his own move?
Did you see that movie he put on LA Knight? What was that? A modified STF?
Sort of, yeah. It was kind of, it was, I don't know, it's kind of a hybrid.
I mean, it has.
Yeah, like I said, it hurts me to say that, but I think the right thing, what's best for business, is
Oh,
Gunther winning that.
4 times. John Cena in his WWE career has tapped out 4 times. Once,
Probably Kurt
let's see.
Angle.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, so there's only 3 people once, twice. One person did it twice. So
okay,
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. There wasn't that many submission guys. Not during his era. Um,
One's going to surprise you.
I don't think he faced Benoit all that much, and that's that. By the way, this is a show we can say Chris Benoit, and I don't condone what he
That's
did at
right.
the end, but he was a hell of a wrestler.
Yes, he
Um,
was. So are we guessing Benoit?
yeah,
Got the second
it is
one.
one. Okay, have I
He
hit the
tapped out
one
to
that's
Benoit.
twice? Have I hit the one
Nope.
that's twice? I
Yes,
haven't.
you have. Yeah,
So that
yeah, you hit the one that's twice.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Jericho.
There you go. Look at you.
Not just a
But
pretty face, ladies and gentlemen.
his last his last official tap out was over 20 years ago.
I mean, that's the last time any of those three were in the WWE. I think.
Yeah. Chris Jericho more recent, but they have what time
Yeah,
is it? Okay, we're good.
we're doing good.
So
Yeah, right. Hey, look at that.
so
Here I was trying to come up with things to stump you, and I feel good about that.
that but I think Cena wins, so you think Gunther wins.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
So
it just
what do you so
it
you're saying
it needs to happen.
the second match? You said what now?
I said it just needs to happen. Is it for the tag belt? If it is that match, or are you talking about the women's belt or the women's?
I was gonna ask you which one, so which one are you saying is gonna be the second match?
I think it's the tag match.
Okay. So for the record, none of these matches are for any titles. They're
Okay,
all
okay.
just
So they're
matches.
just straight up. Okay,
Yeah.
that
Um
really helps an argument I'm about to have.
so for the tag team then you got AJ Lee and Dragon Lee. I mean AJ Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee
They are
versus
Dragon Styles, I believe, is what they're called.
Dragon Styles. I like that. Versus
I
Javon
think,
Evans
yeah, and Leon Slater.
and yeah, Leon Slater, TNA X Division champion. Um, I don't know anything about Leon Slater. I told
You need
you I was
you need
not
to hit up YouTube later.
okay.
Him and
I was
Javon are very similar. Javon is more springy with the things he does, but Slater is more technical with the splashes and rolls and things. They're both very innovative
so I compared Javon Evans to a taller Kofi Kingston.
with a little
Just the
bit of Jeff
way.
Hardy sprinkled in.
And so, what would you compare Leon to?
What would I compare Leon to?
Yeah, who could
I think it's one of the people he'll be facing. I think he's a, like a similar to a young AJ Styles to a point
I love that.
where just
I
the
love that.
kind of innovative things you're going to see. I mean, it's the kind of stuff that even video games hadn't put on the game yet. The stuff they come up with, and you're just like, how do you even figure out how to do that? And that's
So this is going to be a great
I
clash
don't
of.
know technical ability, but yeah, I would say as far as his innovativeness and the way he flies and the series of moves he'll put together, he's like a 20-year-old AJ Styles,
Okay. So as long as this is not for the titles, Javon Evans and Leon Slater win this match.
which means they actually gain a title match out of it, which I'm okay with.
I think this is. I'm excited for this match. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I love the J Styles Dragon League tag team. Um, it's given Styles an opportunity to not have to be the main guy, but still be a part of stuff.
He's taken a
I
similar
like
path to
Styles, man.
Cena
I
on
know
his
this.
farewell tour. He's wanting to put over
Yeah,
the younger
I'm
upcoming
excited to
talent,
see.
put over the people he believes in, and he's wanting to take a back seat while he does it.
Does Gunther, if he does beat Cena, then put his sights on AJ Styles last match, and to put him out too? And then that leads to saying, "I'm the real legend killer. I want Randy next," and he will be Randy's. Because speak
I
Randy,
heard
where has
Randy might be
he been?
back soon, so that could be
Where
something.
where's he been?
I never know with him. Sometimes he just takes time off, and sometimes he like rips his labrum and has to have surgery or has abdominal surgery or something. And just it's crazy stuff with him. But no, let me throw that
I
out
like
there while we're talking about it. We know AJ Styles has confirmed that next year sometime is the end for him. So he's kind of on his farewell tour already too. Rumor has it as soon as he becomes available, Jericho is going to basically sign a deal where sometime next year is going to be his farewell tour as well. There's now a rumor that Brock Lesnar could be done by SummerSlam, which happens to be in the state of Minnesota, where basically his amateur wrestling prowess started. And a lot of people seem to think that maybe that's going to be the end for him, that we're going to see all three of them gone next year. And so to have
Wow.
Gunther or Randy in there to kind of see him on the way out, I could see it. Gunther, AJ Styles, Gunther, Chris Jericho. Do we
Gunther
really
and
want
Brock would be interesting.
that? Would be interesting for sure because Brock could throw him around everywhere, and Gunther just chopped the hell out of him. And Tor Brock's like, "All right, I'm done. I'm out." He can tell him to stop.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Sheamus isn't on his here too.
He could be. He could be. I think Sheamus got a little bit left. He might be 2 or 3 years away, but it wouldn't
So
surprise me either.
him and Randy probably going out at the same time. Randy's going to be around for at least 3 or 4 more years, I believe.
Well, what people don't realize is Randy is in Cena territory. He's like 47, 48, I think.
No, Randy's about 44. Randy's
I don't
young.
know.
You GTS? You Googling that shit? Yeah, I'm
Yep.
curious. I want to say Randy's the same age as me, 44.
I'm going to say 37.
37 or 47?
I mean, 47 is what I meant. What'd you
Okay.
say?
44.
You were closer. 45.
Okay. I thought he was close to my age because I thought he was born in 81 or 80.
80.
'Cause I remember we were
He was born on April 1st.
yeah, he seems like a April Fool's baby.
He does. Quite the trickster.
Okay.
But yeah, we
So
could see a lot of farewell tours next year. Maybe Gunther's the one to put them all out. What Gunther's like 38. I mean, granted, he could wrestle another 10 years in the shape he's in, but he's like
yeah,
38 himself. But that what ultimate way to start putting everybody out and everybody started to go, well, geez, he's the guy.
Who do we wait, who did you pick for the tag team match?
I don't know. I think Dragon Styles. And I think at the end, AJ walks over and does the thing he did in TNA just a couple times. He didn't do it to everybody, but he would go over, he'd look at them, take their hand, and go, tonight wasn't your night, but from here on out is. Like, keep doing what you're doing. And I just
Okay.
think, because that's the thing. See, even if they lose a non-title match, then they would still technically qualify for a tag team title match, which means we'd have to see it again. And I just think this is a one-off.
Well, we will see. Um,
We're
the
getting close
Bailey
on
and
time, so
Soruka
now to the
thing.
next one. Yep.
The Bailey and Soruka thing. How did this happen? Because I didn't see.
I think Bailey went down to NXT and challenged her, or they just put it together randomly because I don't think they have any beef whatsoever at all. This was just hey, who's a good person to bring from NXT? Well, how about Sol Ruka? She's going to get called up soon anyway. She's one of the top stars down there. Okay, well, who's she going to face? It needs to be somebody really good that'll make her look good. Well, how about Bailey? Oh, that works.
And that's currently not in a story. So
Not deep
Bailey's
enough in
pretty
one,
not in
yeah.
a story. I'm saying Soruka wins.
Yeah, I could see that because Bailey gets short end of the stick everywhere. She gets thrown off of WrestleMania. She doesn't get booked for other stuff, and it makes no sense because she is beyond Hall of Fame. She's one of the best of all time.
Bailey is a beast. I was like, she's the type that will want to put over the new people coming up. She's okay with that.
Although I think it'd be funny if she didn't, but I do agree, probably Sol Ruka. But Bailey, I got your back. If I was not officially picking just for the sake of trying to be right and agreeing with management, I would absolutely pick you over Sol Ruka all day.
This is only the first one we agreed on, so we're splitting the first two matches and agree on this one just for the
And
last match of
I'm curious for what you say on this one.
Cody Rhodes versus Oba. So it made more sense for me for the loser, the one that didn't hold the title, to be the one to face Cody because this
Agreed.
I felt like they're going coming to the big leagues eventually. I feel like both of those guys will in the big league eventually.
Oh,
I feel this would be very neat to see the NXT ones that are ready to make a move to attack the WWE stars in this Saturday night's main event, almost like a Nexus type thing. I say
well,
Oba beats.
some of them have already done that in TNA though, and TNA have attacked them back too through that little storyline.
I think that's where they tried it out first. They tried it out in TNA to see how they would
So
react.
you think it'll be a no contest? It'll just be thrown out because so many people will come out, or
Well, I think Oba wins because of help, and then they beat Cody down after. That's when we see John Cena one last time.
and then Oba drops him,
There you go.
and we
This
go
is
off
your
we go off air with the ruler holding his belt, standing over this guy.
and the
I
people
agree.
behind
I
him.
agree. Oba Femi is going to beat Cody Rhodes. I don't know how. It could be DQ. It could be. The thing is, you can't do that much interference because you're going to make one of the biggest, strongest, baddest dudes look weak. That he had some underhandedness going on, but he's not
But
going to beat
this is
Cody straight
Superman
up
Cody,
because
though.
Cody will cry, and we don't want Cody crying
That's what I'm
everywhere.
saying.
So,
This is Superman Cody. You can't have that man lose if it doesn't have anything crazy happen.
but still, once again, even though it's a non-title match, if he loses it, if he loses straight up by pinfall or submission, technically Oba Femi gets a title shot.
I don't think, like I said, I think, I don't know if they're going to do all that. I think they're just, I mean, then again, it could be. This could be. Cody doesn't have an opponent right now, does he?
Do you remember when Kevin Owens made his debut?
Yes. Talking about in NXT.
No, on SmackDown. I believe it was SmackDown. Could have been Raw.
I don't.
It was a open challenge from John Cena, and Kevin Owens come out and proceeded to beat him. I think this is very much Cena did that for a couple people. I don't think Sami Zayn beat him, but a couple people made their debuts and beat John Cena on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. I think
Sami Zayn.
This is Cody doing the same thing, and he's going to put over Oba because Oba is probably going to be on the roster, I would say, by Royal Rumble.
I could agree with that. I just think Oba's going to win because why not? Sami Zayn threw his shoulder out in his match against Cena before the match even started.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
And Cena did his best and Sami did his best, but I would have really loved. Well, that's why we kind of got the one a couple months ago where we finally got to see him straight up again and see how good it could have been.
Yeah.
But so there's only one we disagree on then. That's the tag match.
No, we disagreed on the Cena Gunther also.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You went Gunther, I went now.
Do you want to change any of your picks?
I'm sticking with mine. Standing ground. Cena does not go out with an L.
That's not the one I'm thinking of changing.
You talking about the tag team?
No. I'm trying to convince myself that Sol Ruka is going to win. Because, see, the WWE audience doesn't know her as well as NXT does. What people don't realize is NXT is still like almost a territory. Sure, they're super popular with the people that watch and the people that show up, but a lot of them make their debuts and people don't know who in the world they are, so they don't take on as fast. That's why Melo took so long to take on, because people are like, who's that guy?
But that's why I'm saying that Soka wins, because this is what she needs. You put on the show, everybody's going to be watching. Everybody's going to be watching this to see Cena's last match. Why not? And that's why you put her against Bayley, of all people. Bayley takes L's. Bayley's a great person to work with.
Well, what I would like to happen, and it's because I'm a fan of her, is Sol Ruka typically has a tag partner in Zarya, who I'm a giant fan of, and they have kind of been getting in each other's way recently. They're about to split them. What if she comes out and causes Sol Ruka to lose so that it continues that story? And, I mean, just
they get brought up to.
And that way Bayley still gets the win. She doesn't look bad. Sol Ruka is going to get promoted sooner rather than later, probably after she loses to Zarya. But I would love to see Zarya on the main stage because I think she's better than about half of them they're about to bring up.
I'm still sticking with Sol Ruka. You can switch it up.
I'm changing that one. I'm going Bayley.
All right. So we only agree on one.
Yeah. And that's the ruler.
Oh, I'm interested in this man.
The University of Alabama prospect. He was a Crimson Tide before WWE come calling.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to be fun. I don't know if you'll get to watch live. I will be watching live. I hope it doesn't get dusty in here. I'm glad that it's first. So in case it does, I've got time to wash my face and be ready to see the rest of them showcase their thing. But any closing remarks as we're under a minute?
Man, for the last time, man, here comes Cena.
One more time.
One more.
Yep. And that means we are officially really freaking old because we have seen his entire career.
Yes. When I knew those, seen Chipper Jones' entire career.
And Derek Jeter and a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But before we start getting all sentimental and crying our Cheerios here, he is Daniel Snyder. I am Jeremy York. We are the Backstage Jabronis. We will see you guys next time. Deuces, gooses. Love you, Cena.